Hi guys, this is Maria Johnsen. Welcome to this channel. If you're new to this channel, I wish you very welcome. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your feedbacks and sending love to this channel. Today I'd like to talk about film financing. And explain which one is better, equity funds or debt funds, and which one is viable option for you. Equity funds involve investors purchasing ownership shares in a film project. In exchange for their investment, these investors may receive a share of the profits if the film is successful. The advantage of equity funding is that it can provide more flexibility in terms of repayment and may not require any repayment at all if the film is not successful. However, the downside is that investors typically demand a higher return on their investment to compensate for the higher risk involved. Debt funds, on the other hand, involve borrowing money from investors who expect to be repaid with interest. This funding method is typically more secure for investors as they have the assurance of receiving their principal plus interest, regardless of whether the film is successful or not. However, the downside is that there is a fixed repayment schedule, which can be more challenging to manage for indie filmmakers. Overall, the decision between an equity fund and a debt fund will depend on the specific needs and goals of the film project. Equity funding may be more appropriate for projects with higher potential returns but greater risk, while debt funding may be more appropriate for projects with more predictable return streams and lower risk. So which one should you choose? It depends on your script, the viability of your film, your talent, cast and crew, and your schedule, the timing, because if the timing is right, the film sells. If the script is great and you have commercially viable talent attached, whether you're on low budget or the film has enough funding, I highly recommend to have a good sound designer, a good cinematographer, a good editor, a good music composer, and of course, great talent. If you hire an A-list actor, but the script is not viable, the film doesn't sell. I wrote a book about film investing and provided case studies, both successful and failure case studies. If you're interested in investing in films, I highly recommend to buy the book. If you are not investor, still you need to read the book to understand the technicality and mechanics behind the scenes in film investment, because there are so many factors involved. There are so many types of film investment, whether you want to invest on indie films with high risks or invest on film studios or invest on franchise films. I have explained everything in the book, and I will let everybody know when the book is out, both online and in bookstores. I hope that this video was useful to you, and I wish everyone a lovely day. More success to you, and stay safe. Bye.